You, your neighbors, your relatives, and your children are being robbed. They're being stolen from every single day. Who's doing it? Government. It is the people that charge you more and more taxes. Your property taxes, the taxes on this homestead where I am right now, federal taxes, state taxes, road taxes, fuel taxes, sales tax, death tax. You pay a tax on everything that you earned and have already paid tax on. Isn't that double taxation? So you're being stolen from in many different ways. Inflation is actually a tax on everyone except for the wealthy. It doesn't affect them. And it's the government that is doing this to you. So now we know who's doing it. It's the government, right? They are taking things from you without you even realizing it or being able to fight back. So what is the solution? The solution, in my opinion, is to create. You have to create resources. You have to create value. You have to gain skill sets so you can do this. But think about it. If you have a chicken, you acquire a chicken and it lays an egg and you go get that egg and you eat that egg or you give that egg to a neighbor in exchange for a different product, there's no tax on that. You're not being taxed. It takes effort. It takes skills, but you're not being taxed on that. You actually have an asset that you can control and you can use for your family, for yourself, for survival. You can use that asset to barter with. That cannot be taxed. Now, if you go to market and you sell, obviously you'll be subject to tax, and taxes cover a few things that we need. However, you're getting a lot less value. I'm getting a lot less value for our taxes. Do you feel good about paying taxes and then hundreds of billions of dollars being sent to other countries? I'm not for war. I mean, if somebody attacks us, if somebody attacks a friend of ours and it's a bad situation, fine. But hundreds of billions of dollars when Americans are struggling seems insane. Property taxes going up every single year on all of our properties. It's not a feasible solution. So you're being robbed in the bank too. So take, for example, if you have $100,000 in the bank and inflation is 15%. The following year, you only have the value of $85,000. You still see $100,000 digitally. Hear the birds? You still have $100,000 digitally in the bank or in cash. However, you only have the buying power of $85,000. You were robbed. You were robbed by a government who printed a ton of money, gave corporations hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars that they didn't have to repay. They gave you what, $700, $1,200, $3,800 and said, deal with it. And now you have inflation. The dog heard something. Now you had inflation for multiple years, and we're about to have hyperinflation because there's no way to pay the current debt load. The interest on the debt load is too high. Every single day you're being stolen from, your future children or your current children are being stolen from. It is time to draw a line in the sand and say, I'm stuck in the matrix and I'm going to fight my way out, because that's exactly what it's going to take. You're going to have to fight against the ideas that are programmed in here. You're going to have to fight against a system that's designed to keep you comfortable. See, that comfort is a slow killer. I talked about this in my last video, which, by the way, I put a shirt on for everyone who said they were distracted or bothered, and I lost some followers. Oh well. But in that video, I talked about the matrix and the system and how it's attempting to get you to buy more and enslaving you. So if you're hooked in to comfort, if you're hooked into watching television every night instead of learning a new skill, or if you stay indoors when you're told to stay indoors, you're not free. You're not living a life of freedom. You are being stolen from. Your time is being stolen from you. Your money's being stolen from you. And all these foods, I mean, look behind me. You got this garden. You got bees up on the hill, right? This food is as healthy as it can possibly be. It doesn't get transported on a diesel truck. It doesn't get sprayed with terrible chemicals. It's hard to grow. It's a learning process, but this is healthy. This is a way I can control my health. I was healthy and a doctor said, you need to take this vaccine. You need to take this shot. And I was like, nah, I don't think so. I'm not going to do that. No, you need to do this. You need to do this. Well, guess what? I am so thankful I did not listen to someone that supposedly cared about me to give a untested shot to a young man who was healthy and was pushing this on me. I haven't been back to that doctor since. I haven't been back to my doctor since. I feel like these doctors, they owe us an apology. They should say, I'm sorry for pushing on you something that I didn't really know about, and most likely they were incentivized to get you to take that. They were probably financially incentivized. And hey, they've got house payments, they got boat payments, they got second home payments, they've got bills to pay. I respect that. But in order to make a recommendation based off of financial compensation does not seem good. So I haven't been back to the doctor. You're looking at my future medicine cabinet right here. If we sit by and continue to let ourselves be stolen from, they are going to continue to take from us. They are going to take and take and take and take. And your loved ones and your children, they're going to be living in a situation where everything they want is going to be out of reach unless they are a super high income earner. And then if they're a high income earner, they're going to be taxed at an extremely high rate. You see the writing on the wall. You see it locally. You see it locally with local governments raising the millage rate, tricking you. They're not raising taxes. They roll the millage rate up, the rate at which your value is taxed. So all this is being done to you consistently. And what are you doing about it? What am I doing about it? Are we going to sit back and take it, create things in your life, create skill sets, get healthier? First, open your mind to the idea that these things are being done while you're alive today. You weren't told that in school, your parents didn't tell you, your grandparents didn't tell you. I completely understand, but now that you're hearing this, if you're watching this video, you're aware of what's going on. You're keen to what the government is trying to do to you. And just wait till the great switch comes. Wait till something happens and they switch you and me and everyone over to a digital currency. So you cannot do any transactions without it being fully databased and traced. What do you think is going to happen then? Are you going to have a better life? Look, you got to draw a line in the sand right here, right now. You have to make the conviction. I have to make the conviction that we're going to look out for one another, that we're going to fight to build community, that we're going to get stronger, and we are not going to sit by idly, get fat, get lazy, get complacent, and live under the thumb of a corrupt group of people who are going to tax us to death, steal from us in the form of inflation, and tell us to be happy. That's all I have to say today. I've been out here working on the homestead, making a little progress. I have something I'll show you guys and girls soon. I hope you are well. Thank you for watching this video. Keep fighting to become the best version of yourself. Get out of debt. Stay aware. Stay smart about things. 13 days and counting. The election. Talk about stealing, right? Crazy. See you on the next video.